I don't know if you've ever been told this before, but like you can't choose like where the fat comes off. Do you know what I mean? Like you
Right.
reduce, and so your body chooses where the fat comes off. Like right now, man, you're doing a, pardon my French, you're doing a fucking phenomenal job. But like you can't choose where the fat is going to come off. So like for, I'll give you a great example. This is not really the case for me. I have this weird thing where like the fat for me comes off my stomach first. But what will happen is that like for a lot of people, they want to lose the belly fat, right? Or they'll want to
Sure.
that's where most guys struggle the most. And what tends to happen is that their faces will get really gaunt before
Okay.
fat comes off of the stomach. This is just an example of how distribution patterns.
Man, I still see that kind of matches my belly right there.
There you go. So like my point in telling you that is that you might have to accept getting leaner in other areas before the fat comes off of that specific part.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So like you
Yeah.
just might have to continue like for example, like some people might have to reach like 9% body fat before they even see like proper ab definition, for example.
Well, I think when we started this, we talked a while back, and I said, well, if I can get to 12, right? We had talked about doing more strength.
Yeah.
Once we get to a certain number, and I said,
Exactly.
if I get to 12, and then now I'm seeing these 11 point somethings, and it's like, okay, well, we're gonna have to reset that. We're gonna have to adjust, right? And we're gonna keep going on this trajectory, and it should go away eventually. But now we're gonna work for 10.
Pretty much.
You're saying really you're working for 9, but I'm like, well,
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
that is honestly like that does happen a lot. Like oftentimes when if you think you need to lose 10 pounds of fat, it's usually 20. If you think you need to lose 20, it's usually 40. Like you can almost always double it.
Yeah.
That's just like I've seen that time and time again. Like it's always a bit more than you think. But like that's the trade-off you'll have to accept, is that like you're very lean everywhere else. So like you're gonna have to probably continue getting a bit leaner. You're probably like right at that point now where it's gonna start to tap into that body fat.
Okay, let's hope so.
Yeah, let's hope so. And then otherwise, like if you get to that point where it's like, if you get to that point where you're at like 9% body fat, for example, and you're still, you still have that like it won't be pronounced like it is now. It'll have to decrease regardless. But like, let's say there is a little bit there. Could also be that you just need to focus on building muscle, because
Right.
more muscle you have, the less significant any body fat that you have will look.
Right.
That's like a classic, like you're not skinny fat, but like a lot of people who are skinny fat always think they need to cut. Like I went through the same thing when I was a little bit younger. I used to be skinny fat, and I would always tell myself, like, you got to lose 5 more pounds, 5 more pounds. And then that little layer of fat on your stomach is going to be gone. Because I had this small layer of fat on my chest and my stomach that would never go away, no matter how lean I thought I was. And so I would tell myself 5 more pounds, and then we'll start bulking and putting on muscle. And then I would lose the 5 pounds and it would still be there. And then I'd say, okay, maybe another 5 pounds is what it takes. And then I would just keep losing five more pounds, 5 more pounds, until I ended up at like 113 pounds. And I was like anorexic. And I still had that little layer of fat, because the issue was never the fat. It was the fact that I didn't have enough muscle underneath to make it seem like the fat was negligible.
Okay. Yeah.
See what I mean?
That makes sense. So there's going to come a time when we're going to have to just say,
Yeah.
okay, we're going to strength, and let's see what happens.
100%. Yeah. And as long as you stay diligent with what you're doing, and you only eat in like a small surplus, you shouldn't gain very much body fat. You might gain a little bit, but like nothing significant,
And when you say surplus, is that like a couple hundred calories?
Yeah, just a couple, like literally 200 above maintenance is perfect.
So if I'm at 1900 now, then we'll go to 21, 22.
No. It would be 200 above your maintenance level. Like 1900 is your deficit.
Okay.
Like 1900 is what you're doing right now to lose fat.
Yeah.
And you're losing, how much weight are you losing, like roughly per week or per month?
Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 pounds a month.
2 or 3 pounds.
Right. So it's like it goes down.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
and I'll just sit there,
Yeah.
there,
Stall.
and then all of a sudden, about every 2 weeks, and then it says, "All right, well, we'll go down again." Like
Mm.
we're sitting at 170 or 170, 171, 170, 171,
Mhm.
169.8, and then it started going, and so now the last few days have been
Yeah.
169 point something, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So
So
you're
that's going in that next, but it's really slow. And
yeah,
I'm okay with that. I mean,
it's good that it's slow. It's good that
unless you say no, cut another 200, but it's like,
no.
but I feel strong,
Yeah.
and I want to keep
Yeah.
building strength.
Yeah, you're right where you need to be as far as calories. Because if
And
you go
this, yeah, go ahead.
sorry, I'm cutting out. If you go lower in calories, you'll just lose muscle and it'll start to backfire. Like when you get to your level of leanness, the long road is faster. It really
Okay.
is. Because
Yeah.
you avoid rebounds, you avoid muscle loss, you avoid like intense hunger. It's just all around much smarter to take it slow. Like what you're doing right now is perfect. Like you're doing a phenomenal job. Like if you're still as strong as you are and you're gaining strength and you see the scale slowly going down, and you can be pretty much rest assured that you're losing pure body fat. And if you were to go quicker, you would not lose just pure body fat. You would lose also muscle, and your strength would take a huge hit. You know?
My wife said that, well, she goes, you don't really see it, but your back fat, your lower back fat, that's
Yep.
what's really dropped. So I guess
That confirms.
there's some back there. So maybe all of that that's where all the reserves are right now. Huh?
Exactly, man. Exactly. Or at least that's where your body is wanting to pull from right now.
Yeah.
You know? So I wouldn't worry about it at all. I think you're just like you've just needed to go through those stages in order to get to the stage you're at now, to where hopefully we'll start tapping into that body fat. Because you don't have very much fat anywhere else now.
Right.
Like I don't know about your legs or your glutes or something like that.
No, that's all lean
Yeah.
on the scan. It just says, yeah, you're lean there.
Okay. Yeah. It's got to come off soon then. It has to.
Yeah.